The next operator, like operator. Like operator is very important operator. It's used mainly used like a regular expression. Let's take an example. Suppose you want to you know display the record. I mean, list all the employees that start with an alphabet J. The way to do this particular way to run this particular SQL statement is select from employee where now here becomes the column name. So you say where employee name. Employee name. If you remember, before we use an equal operator, now we have to use a like operator. You say like. Again, that's a result keyword. So you say like, you put a single quote. Now our requirement is we want all the employees that start with the alphabet J, whose name start with J. So you specify J, then percentage. Percentage means it can it goes on like anything that start with J. It can match anything that start with J, and you end it with a single quote. And lastly semicolon, since it's end of an SQL statement. Let's try running this particular statement and see what happens. Okay, is running good. It runs correctly. It returns only the employee that start with J. Now, in a similar way, we can play around with it. Like if you want all the employees that ends with, let's say you want all the employees that address, ends with a boulevard, ADDRESS. So you can say other way. Instead of specifying in front, you can say percent, and then you can say BLVD boulevard. Let's run it and see. So you see it returns all the things, all the record that ends with boulevard. Similarly, you can also have a where it can be in middle. So you can say where find out employees whose address contains the word let's say Lloyd. So the way to do it is in front you specify percent, last you specify percent, and in middle you specify the word that you want to search. Let's try running it and see. Good. So you see returns all the employees which address matches with the word that contains Lloyd in that. So now second operator that we are going to search is the in operator. In operator is similar to like, but it's actually more similar to equal operator. Only difference is in operator we can match multiple clause in one statement. So let's try it. Let's see an example. So suppose you want to return an list of all employees with name Paul, John, or Patrick. So one way to do it excuse me, one way to do this is to run the select star from employee with the equal operator. So you say where name equal to Paul or name equal to John or name equal to Patrick. Let's see if it works. Query, it gives an unknown column error, so looks like I put a wrong name. So let's put a correct name. Try to put this field name 3 times. Okay, So it works, which is good. Now the problem with this is the SQL query becomes bigger and bigger as, let's say, you have like 10 such conditions, so you can understand this SQL statement becomes very big. So to avoid that, we have an in clause. So the same statement can be written in an in clause. The way to write it is similar, like when employee name, and all we do is say in, and you just specify what all values you want to match with. So you say whether it's Paul, John, you know, comma, Patrick. So let's run this query and see if it works. Okay, like it looks like it written only two record. And how about this one? Okay, so that's another difference between